The Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. On the move from inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. So Oklahoma State's offense will go on the attack first. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off.
There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Martin back to pass. Wide open downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on 3rd down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down in the cover.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Reynolds. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Big fullback's got it. Creates a little space. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the left. He has the first and still on his feet. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Smith dropping to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got room to work. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there, and good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Might be calling a hot route. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls in the...
Flying the friendly skies! They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smith wants... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he grabs it. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really give...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is the...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Under fire. The quick out. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up to add another. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously. And
here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the outside. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
At the 1-yard line, it's now 2nd and goal.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but